breaking news right now. CMPD is investigating a deadly officer-involved shooting. It's all happening on Ernest Russell Court. That's up in Northeast Charlotte.
Wake Up Charlotte's Richard Devane live on the scene right now. So, Richard, this started, we're learning, after a domestic violence call, and then it quickly escalated.
Yeah, anytime there's a domestic violence call, police officers are extra on precaution because you never know what to expect. These are some of the most dangerous calls that police officers can make. Let me step out of the way, let Ruben shoot in a little bit. You can actually see officers still here on the scene. It's all been circling around one particular house on this street. Now, this all says, as you were talking about, Carolyn, basically officers were called to this house here. And what happened was they had a domestic violence call last night at about 8 o'clock. A little bit, they came to the house, talked. There was no one. The man was not at the house at that time. About 12 o'clock, and then they got another call. This 911 call they actually got from a person who was related to someone inside the house. That's when they heard shots in the background. They immediately rushed back to the scene, and this is when they found out that the man inside, who had his wife, his sister-in-law, as well as 3 of the family's children inside the home, and he actually had shot his sister-in-law in the leg. She was outside the home at the time. When officers were circling the house about to go in, one officer encountered that suspect in the backyard, and that's when he perceived, as police say, an imminent threat, fired his service revolver. That person was taken to the hospital where they later died. Of course, as I said, police are very concerned about any time they have a domestic violence call. They're also concerned about the way people reach for guns in times of conflict. Here's what the police chief had to say about that.
What I've been saying for the longest, we got to get to where we're resolving conflicts without grabbing a gun.
And unfortunately, that didn't happen in this situation. Of course, as normal, whenever an officer has to use his firearm, discharge it in deadly use of force, at that time, he's placed on administrative leave as they investigate. As you can see, there are still officers out here. We haven't spoke to many neighbors yet, but we will spend the morning here getting more information for you and providing it as soon as we can. Right now, we are in Northeast Charlotte. This is Richard Devane for Wake Up Charlotte.
All right, Richard, thanks.